Just overall thoughts on the team's game so far tonight.
Yeah, I think really good. I think there's some stuff in the neutral zone we got to clean up, just staying above guys. But other than that, we were really good in the O zone. I mean, I think we the offensive zone we really dominated them, and then the defensive zone too. We played pretty well, so I'm happy with it.
I think historically this team has been a very defensive team this season. Just how has the offense sort of flourished as the season gone on, especially tonight?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think our number one focus is our defensive zone, and I think one thing Dave preaches a lot is dominating the neutral zone, and that's probably the biggest zone in hockey. Is just if we can get through that offensively and defensively, we give ourselves the best chance to win.
Huge season for you, just in terms of points and everything like that. How much was dealing with some of the physical side of the game helped you in taking that step forward?
Yeah, it helps a lot. I mean, I'm an undersized guy, but even just using as much as my body as I can, it's just I still have to do it, and it doesn't bother me, it doesn't scare me, and I'm really excited for the playoffs. So it'll be my first time, so I'm really excited.
Speaking of, if it is Kingston, what do you guys need to focus on for that first round series?
Yeah, I mean they're a really structured team. We've been playing them. I played them so much over the 3 years I've been here, and they've been really structured. So I think just for us, just sticking with our game, and we're gonna be fine.
There was some pushback at the end of the game there, just some rhubarb at the end. What was the message just heading into the fact that you guys got these guys on Friday again?
I think that line we have with Hubie, McHugh, and Spitzy. I mean, they're a huge line, and they're going to be big for us in the playoffs. And I just think it's probably a message just to let them know that we're still here, and we're going to come here and we're going to go there and try to dominate again. Just
you guys overall dominated on the shot aspect. Was there just a message from Dave that just translated to you guys in between periods? Yeah, absolutely. I think I think all of our coaches preach shots. We have to take shots, and the only way you're going to score is shooting as much as you can. So I think for us, I mean, we had a lot of opportunities, and we capitalized on most of them. So, yeah.
March break crowd, how did it feel to get out there in front of an afternoon game in front of this crowd?
Yeah, it's pretty. I love our fans. They're awesome, and for the kids too, it's pretty nice to get out of school. I know what it's like, but it was pretty cool. Yeah.
Thoughts on the team's game tonight?
I think we played really good. I mean, we came out and Dave told us they're not a good placement in the league, but I mean they play very hard and they play good. It's always close games against Oshawa, so we just came out and I think we played really good and showed why we're third in the league.
Now, historically, Oshawa's a team that you played a lot this season. At the beginning, as you mentioned, very, very tight, low-scoring games. The last couple of games have been more so high-scoring. What have you found the last couple of games to push the pace offensively?
I mean, we're just talking about getting ready for playoffs, and I mean the game's gonna change when playoff starts. So just keep going, skating hard, and doing everything some percentage more. So yeah.
I felt like the pace was really high in the first. What led to that kind of a jump out of the gate?
Like I said, I mean, we talked about it. I mean, this is just getting ready for playoffs, so just play our game and be even better for every game that goes until playoffs. So, yeah.
2 goals for you, still the same formula, using the stick, and it's just working out?
Yeah, I mean, I used the black stick for the first 2 periods, but I couldn't shoot. I just missed everything, so Coop told me to change to the white stick, and it worked.
Good advice.
Yeah.
You guys have playoffs 2 games around the corner. You guys got a little bit of a break in between then. How are you guys just going to prepare yourselves for a possible Kingston matchup? Could be in line.
I mean, just do what we're doing, focusing, do everything in practice and just be as ready as possible.
For sure. You guys, I think you guys are good finally finding the formula in the power play and special teams. Have you guys been able to just adjust to that as the season's kind of gone along?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it a little bit more lately. Dave is wanting us to be more all over the ice a little bit in power, so, and I mean PK as well. But yeah, we worked on it a little bit more extra this weekend, so it's fine. It's fun that it's working.
Even when the offense is pushing, how does it feel to have that assurance, having that goaltender back there, the way he's playing lately?
It's amazing. I mean, both our goaltenders, I think, it's playing an amazing game. So it's nice. I mean, you can let something behind, and they will like save us sometimes.
Start with the power play seems to be clicking right now. Are there any adjustments you guys have made over the last 5-6 games to get? I think it's power play goal.
Yeah, no, I think just keeping things simple. We've done a good job at just keeping it real simple. I think if you take away the result goals, we're actually doing really well. Our puck recoveries, our entries, so we're doing a lot of good things. Now we're finally getting rewarded for it.
So is that a motto for the team a little bit, the more process over results idea?
Absolutely, all year, you know. If you start focusing on the results and they don't coordinate, so you can kind of get down on yourself a little bit. So if you stick with the process, believe in the process, things will take care of itself in the long run.
From the coaching staff's perspective, in the next couple of games, what are the goals for getting this team ready for playoffs?
I think for us, it's just focusing on our game, our details, our compete, our structure, worry about what we can control, so when we go into the playoffs, we're rolling.
Now, of course, rolling into the playoffs so far, the last couple games of the season, currently riding a 5-game win streak. How important is that for confidence?
I think it's huge for us. You know, I think it's big for us, our confidence going into the game. I think, you know, at all cylinders, our PK, our power play, our 5-on-5 structure, I think we want to be rolling going into the playoffs, so I think we've done a real good job of it. No matter who our opponent is going into the stretch here, we've done a good job.
You got these guys again on Friday. Just a little bit of home and home. Do you guys want to just kind of repeat the same formula you guys had today, or is there any adjustments you'd like to make heading into Friday?
No, I think it's again. I think it's all about us, our structure, our compete, our battle, the way we want to do it. Like we talk about, it's us. We're playing against the 67's. We want to compete and get better every game. And you know, if we take a game off going down there in Oshawa, it's hard to get back rolling. So for us, it's 60 minutes for us.
Is there like a clear message you guys had in between the periods? Just obviously keeping the tempo throughout all the entire 60.
Yeah, I think that's one of our messages. Is it doesn't matter who our opponent is right now, especially going into it. It's you know, we're playing against the 67's. That's going to be, you know, down the stretch in playoffs. If you get up in the first period on a team, you got to find a way to continue to go in the second and third period. So for us, it was just a matter of keeping things rolling, keeping things simple, and you know, we had a total team effort tonight, which was good.
Coach, I got a question. Just in the power play clicking as of late, do you take any credit for that?
No, all the players, and I think we got to get number 38 in the power play.
Defensively, the team has been exceptional pretty much all season, especially 5-on-5.
Yeah, I think that's been our key for us. Our defensive core and our goaltending has been real solid all year. We knew going into the season our defensive core is going to be our backbone for us, and our goaltending's been solid. And you know, we added some size on the back end with Betkowski, and so I think, you know, teams. As long as I've been around hockey, the best teams going forward are the teams that have the best defensive style, and our D core is real good. We got some veteran leadership back there. You know, we picked up Buick as well. They've been real solid for us, and our goaltending's been outstanding.
But also on top of that, the offense has really started to click lately, not just in terms of goal scoring, but also shots on goals.
Yeah, it's surprising because if you look at the stats, I think we're third or fourth in the league at goals for. But sometimes in the office, we're wondering, you know, we struggle scoring goals sometimes. It seems like it's hard for us to score goals. But again, if you look at the stats, we're third or fourth in the entire league at goals for. So we put the puck in the net and we find ways. It's through committee. I don't think we have anyone in the top 30 in goal scoring. So it's all by committee. It's the way our team is built. We're all about, you know, team oriented. It's all about the next guy up, everyone helping, contributing, going into it. And I think that's what will help us going into the playoffs is we're a deep team.
Brock Chitteroni with a nice goal. This guy's had some ups and downs this year. What kind of development have you seen in his game?
I think for him, it's you know, every player coming in at a young age, it's tough. You want to try to every shift do something out there. But I think for him, he's done a real good job at his development at coming to the rink and practice is, you know, where you learn the most in practice. So he's done a real good job at that, and it was nice to finally see him get rewarded with a big goal. But you know, again with him, if you look at all his draft class, I think he's probably top 5 in all of his draft class this year with goals and points. So he's done a real good job at it.
You guys kept it pretty clean on the penalty aspect today. Was that something you guys noticed at all throughout the day? Obviously, on the road trip there was a noticeable amount of penalties on the score sheet. You guys noticed that all today?
Yeah, I think you know, we talked about it also, like going into the playoffs, you want to be a disciplined team. You know, limit the offensive penalties in the offensive zone. Tripping, hooking, all those penalties we want to try to limit, especially going into the playoffs. So the more we can do it now, to help us going into the playoffs. So for sure, it's been better for us.
With the push for the playoffs, I feel like the attendance has been way up. just over the months. And how was that March break crowd today?
It was fantastic. I think our crowd's been real good this year. I think this city and the way we're built as a team, it kind of goes hand in hand. We're a hard-working nose team, and the fans kind of read off of that and feed off of that. So I think if you're a fan of hockey, what's not to be excited about this group we have here with the 67's?
For sure. Obviously, speaking on top of that, you guys have home ice advantage in the first round. Is that something you guys are very much looking forward to heading into your first round?
Yeah, for sure. Especially starting off at home, with our fan base and the way we play, we're structured. We play a solid hockey game, so it's always good when you can start off at home and especially, with our fan base and the energy here, it's going to be an exciting atmosphere. And, we're looking forward to it as a group here, and we're ready to get going.
David, your thoughts on the win?
Yeah, these games get tough near the end of the year. When you're playing, it's tough. Like, there's a lot of variables. When the games don't mean as much, for them, I've been in that position. I'm not missing playoffs, but you get those games where it doesn't mean as much, and but you got to take care of business at the end of the day and get the win.
You've had a lot of experience in the playoffs. What's your message to some of the guys on this team who haven't yet gone to the postseason?
Yeah, it's a completely different game. Things are just different. Refs aren't going to call as many penalties. There's going to be a lot let go. Forwards are going to be finishing every checks. Each and every shift just means that much more. You got to be disciplined. The more disciplined teams are going to win. You can't let a power play get hot, and there's a lot that goes into it, and you can't teach experience. So it's on us older guys that have been to the dance before to kind of lead the way and do it for our young guys.
I just speak a little bit to this D-core and what you guys have as sort of an ethos or an identity.
Yeah, I think it's just all six of us can play. We also have some call-ups that can slot into it when needed. But yeah, I think all six of us can play, in any situation, can move pucks, defend, and be physical.
But your overall thoughts on the defensive play tonight?
Yeah, I thought it was solid. I think you look at the shot total. I couldn't even believe it. I've never seen a shot clock look like that when it was 31-2 at one point. Just the efficiency and being able to break out pucks and spend time in the O-zone and close our gaps. And yeah, it felt like a large portion of the game was spent in the O-zone, which is also tough as a D2 because maybe get a little too offensive minded at times and forget about your defensive responsibilities. But and then Fedorov was good when you needed to be. And
you guys are good chance that you guys are going to be facing off against the Kingston Frontenacs in the playoffs. Get a tune-up game right at the end of the season as well. Just how important is it to get that chance, but also what exactly does that game provide for you guys, heading into the playoffs?
Yeah, I think you can't read into it at all. I think we'll wait to see how schedules shake up to see what point totals are looking like. It might be a game for them that they need seeding. But for us, it's the same thing, just not worrying about our opponent, playing to get ourselves prepared for playoffs. And like I said, you can't read into it. Guys might be sitting out, resting for playoffs. And like I said earlier, once the puck drops for playoffs, it's a completely different game.
Yeah. How did you feel your game kind of transitioned as you guys kind of took a stranglehold on the lead at 2-1?
Me personally?
No, just like the team in general. When you guys kind of grabbed a stranglehold on the game itself?
Yeah, I think you got to remind yourself just not to get selfish. Just stick to our structure. That's what makes us successful. And yeah, that's really it.
You guys heading into a home and home. I noticed obviously some rhubarb at the end there. You guys just same formula as today, or any adjustments you guys are looking to make at all heading into Friday's game?
Yeah, I think so. Even though the shots were what they were, the score was what they were. Before these last two games versus Oshawa, I know every single game was like a one-goal game. And they work hard, they're structured. I know for a fact they practice hard. It's a great organization, and yeah, it's never going to be an easy night, so I think we just have to be prepared for that, especially going to their building. They have an amazing fan base. It's going to be sold out. So yeah, it goes back to the same thing, just sticking to our identity and initiating and making sure we earn it.
Regular season's coming to an end. Since coming over to the 67's, how special has this group been to you since coming over?
Yeah, it's been interesting. It's never easy to make that transition in the middle of the season, to say goodbye to a lot of people you become close with and move to a new city. But everybody in the organization's been fantastic and super professional and just making my transition easy. Welcoming me and making me feel appreciated here. So yeah, they've been great.